It has been an unforgettable week at the ranch. A sight like this you'll see only a few times through the span of your entire life in Central Texas. It's poetic. The freeze always brings challenges, especially to some of the ancient infrastructure set up to water the ranch. The snow, however, always brings out the kid in us. The cattle don't seem to mind the snow. As a matter of fact, I think they rather enjoy the extra bags of cubes they receive from their bleeding heart caretakers during inclement weather. And then there's this guy.
Morning, Pac Man. You're looking quite icy.
Pac Man, our up-and-coming ranch horse, has no idea what to do with the cold weather, and that tends to put everybody on edge. But it has also brought some opportunity for training. Ben Godsey is here today, Pac Man's farrier, along with his assistant, for our 6-week trim and checkup.
Ben, what was the name of your school again?
Butler Professional Farrier School.
Awesome. And that's Nebraska?
Yeah, it's in Crawford, Nebraska.
And we are right on track. Yes, we are still talking about saddling a horse for the first time. But this is a process. You don't just show up with a saddle, throw it on your horse, and expect everything to work out. Just like any good ranch hand, Pac Man has a job to do, and we put him to work the day he arrived. We put him on a halter. We started ground training. We taught him to stand tied. We've introduced him to his farrier. We've taught him to ride in the trailer.
Looking good. Looking good.
And the ridiculously cold weather has been a great opportunity to introduce him to having something on his back.
So, you like that goat bed? It's comfortable.
I was out earlier today working through my list of daily chores and checking on our latest arrival when I had an idea.
Hey, little one.
The animals seem to be doing okay. I've cut a cord of firewood. We've had this beautiful break in the weather, and Pac Man looks bored. So I gave him his daily dose of protein in the round pen and brought him something new to check out. Kind of like people, the easy button for a horse is to have them see one, do one, teach one. And so if Pac Man had a seasoned ranch horse here on the ranch to learn from, that would have made my job a heck of a lot easier. But his herd consists of 4 delinquent donkeys and a couple of goofy goats, so I've got to do a lot of the heavy lifting myself. Today's objective is to give Pac Man a positive experience and for us to have a successful outcome putting him under saddle for the first time. So please forgive the camera angles, just stick with me. Filming was a secondary or tertiary objective behind Pac Man's experience and documenting something for the life insurance company, just in case. We're going to start with Pac Man tied to the panels over there. I want to reinforce everything he's learned thus far and build upon it. So we're going to start with a good brushing. Then we'll move him around, square him up, and we're going to clean out those hooves. But he's got to cooperate. Pac Man is a highly intelligent horse, and you can tell he's really, really curious and fascinated with the saddle, so I want him to check it out. As long as his curiosity doesn't inhibit my ability to clean out his hooves, and he's doing just fine. At this point, I do not want him tied to the panels in the round pen, because if he bucks, pitches, or runs, which he might when you cinch a saddle for the first time, and that's okay, I would much rather him run around with a rope than 4 panels at the end of a rope. One thing to keep in mind is your horse is learning from you. So when you're trying something new, check your anxiety. Don't act any different. Just be cool. If you're cool, they'll probably be cool. I've still got the lead rope just kind of tucked into my pocket for a couple of reasons. One, I know we've got a 2-step around the round pen while I drop the stirrup and the cinch off of the saddle horn on the right side. And then the fun part, when we cinch up the girth for the first time. That is going to be an entirely new sensation. I don't know what to expect. One down, one to go. The front is now nice and snug. Now it's time for the back cinch, which can be a challenge for the first time. It wasn't the back cinch that freaked him out. It was the lead rope. He stepped on the lead rope walking forward. He's handling the saddle really, really well. Surprisingly well. Well, kind of. Just nipped my arm. But, I'm still taking that back cinch up 1 notch. I only want to correct one thing at a time here. We'll work on that later.
I think we need to go show Lady how good you look in that saddle.
Looking good. Looking like a horse should. Today was entirely too easy. The day Pac Man wore a saddle for the very first time. Clearly, all the time we've spent with him, his ground training, the time under a turnout blanket, it all paid off. He's turning out to be a great horse. I promise you, if you spend the time with your horse in the front end, they will make your life a lot easier when it matters. And always remember, be cool, and they'll be cool. They will take cues from you in these situations. Click on the circle at the end of the tracks for Endless Good Fortune. Or at least you'll be subscribed to our channel, and you can come back and watch Pac Man turn into a legitimate ranch horse over time. And that's pretty cool.